My twin boys today are in McLean County also. They're actually at a birthday party at a paintball ranch. Somebody tells me it's in Funk's Grove. Is that it? Yeah, I'm waiting to get home to hear the stories about how much fun they had. I did get a picture of them all dressed up with their guns ready to go. I just wanted to plaster future NRA members across the top of it. But I got to tell you, hearing Habib's story just reminds me how important it is that we run the type of race that's going to lead us to victory. This election, up and down the ticket, is so important this year. We're at a crossroads in this country where we're going to continue to spend well beyond our means as a country and continue to put America in debt, where we're going to send people to Washington to make the tough decisions that are necessary so we can provide some real leadership and some fiscal sanity to this country. And with your help, I can do that. But I can't do it without your help. Now, for those of you who I don't know, which I hate to say it, as many of you here today, I am the candidate in the new 13th district. I wish I could tell you exactly where the lines are, but I've got an application on my phone that I can zoom into and look them up for you if you ask. But I don't know them yet. But I pledge to you, over the next 60 days, I'm going to do everything I can to knock on as many doors and understand where this district goes so that I can represent you adequately when we win in November. And we're going to do that. But this is a new district. As Tom said, it's 50-50. It's not the same district that my opponent has run in and lost 3 times. It's a district that includes 9 universities and colleges. And as Congressman Ewing said, I went to McLean University. Proud to say that, even in Bloomington. How many Wesleyan grads do we have? I did go in and meet with President Wilson just last week. And we actually had some good ribbing with each other. I threw your name out there, Tom. Sorry about that. But he was a great guy. And you know what I found? Is there's so many similarities between a university like Wesleyan and a university like McLean and the other 7 universities or colleges in this district. 9 universities and colleges in this district that takes in McLean County and Champaign-Urbana. It's a district that President Obama is going to fight to win. Not only President Obama, but Nancy Pelosi. Anybody want her to be Speaker again? No! Thank you. Me neither. Well, I got to tell you, it's not on TV up here because the Bloomington normal media market's only about 10% of this new district. But where I live, where Habib lives, I'm getting blasted by Nancy Pelosi's group, who has already spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to say not so good things about me because they don't want to talk about the issues. Because I'm right on the issues when I'm compared to David Gill. They want to talk about me. They want to get people not to like me. They want to lie and make things up on TV about me. That's okay. I knew it was coming. Habib and John, I told you that long ago. They are going to attack any Republican candidate this year because they're that desperate. They're that desperate to win and that desperate to get their power back. Well, we've seen what their power can do to this country. We are on a fiscal cliff. Right now, many of you don't realize that because of the inaction in Washington, and I got to blame both parties for this, we're about ready to experience the largest tax increase in American history come December 31st, January 1st. I'm not optimistic that something will get done in Washington to stop us from having to see an income tax increase. Not just the upper wage earners that all the Democrats want us to tax. That'll fund about 11 days of government if that passes. That's great. It's going to really make a difference when our country's borrowing $3 billion a day just to pay the interest on the $16 trillion national debt. Something has to change. And the only way to make that change is when we send people to Washington that understand that breaking our country by indebting it even more is offensive. I believe it's offensive. My daughter there, Torrance, 15, using conservative estimates, if spending continues at today's rates, when she is 30, our national debt will be $30 trillion. How do we afford that? We can't. We can't